What's up, y'all? It's your boy Niner Faithful. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone is having a legendary day. Welcome to Faithful Studios. It's getting a little better. We got a clear screen using the Boo Boo's computer. Got dinner ready. So we'll take a bite while we do the intro and everything like that. But before we get started today, as always, make sure you listen to the end of the show to get your coupon code to save 10% off of all For the Faithful by the Faithful t-shirts available at ninerfaithfulradio.com/shop. We have the Stay Faithful. We're literally in the process of putting up hoodies right now. Of course, you can get your officially licensed Niner gear by using our affiliate link. Not only do you save 10%, and it does help out this show. The link will be available in the description of this video or podcast, and you can see it scrolling across your screen right now. Of course, go to SeatGiant.com, use the promo code NinerFaithfulRadio to save on all your theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out the show. And go to NinerFaithfulRadio.com/subscribe to see everywhere you can find the show. And of course, follow us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr at Niner Faithful Radio, and on Twitter at Niner Faithful R. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, let's get the show cracking.
Montana steps up, throws.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that actually was shorter than I thought. We have the master plan, Mr. Social Media himself, Jason in the building.
What is up, man? Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been busy. Life.
That's to say, yeah, for real. That's pretty much it right there, brother.
That's it right there. Okay, so we wanted to start out the show. This is a joint statement from Dr. Tim McAdams and Dr. Neil Elijadrich and the 49er medical staff on Javon Kinlaw. 49ers defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw recently underwent successful surgery to prepare his right knee. As the persistent symptoms limited Javon's performance, we consulted with medical experts and determined that the best course of action was to perform surgery. Evaluation of the knee and surgery confirmed suspicions that the ACL had chronic changes that would be best treated with ACL reconstruction. This procedure gives him the best opportunity to make a full recovery and return to playing football in 2022. Wow, that's kind of deep.
Well, it's what they said was going to happen. They pretty much said that he was going to basically have this surgery and that he was going to – it was basically, obviously end his season this year, but all of his issues should go away from here forward. So, I mean, basically it's been successful for what the surgery is supposed to do because it looks like they went in there and cleared up a bunch of stuff that's been aching him for a while, and now he can come back next year.
I guess just hearing ACL reconstruction just kind of – I mean, is that – next year, I'm excited about Javon Kinlaw for one main reason is it's next year's do or die. Because, next year would be after next year, of course, you could renegotiate his contract and all that. So, anyway, getting into other news. So, this is the official report from the Niners, but Azeez Al-Shaair will be back. D Ford is questionable. The issue with D Ford is apparently, according to Shanahan today, it's basically his back issues. Taking the hard hit to the head did something to his back.
Probably neck. He went down his neck or something. Yeah, probably went down it somehow.
Whatever issue. look, I don't want to be Dr. Doom and Gloom here, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm a medical expert or anything like that, but any other plays that we get from D Ford the rest of the season, I'm looking at as found money. I mean, that's what it was beginning the season, and now it just got a little bleak in it, and well, I guess we'll see on that.
Anything's better than nothing we were getting out of him. So I mean, it's like
exactly. So what you could say you got almost half the season,
roughly.
So found money, I guess. Marcel Harris is back. Mo Hurst is going to be out. Elijah Mitchell is questionable. Debo is questionable. Jimmy Ward is out, and Trent Williams. They didn't even.
He's going to play. He's pretty much taken off at least 1 or 2 days off the last month almost. So I mean,
and so
he's a vet player. He knows what he's doing. He's going to go out there and probably pancake 9 times.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, it's like he's just taking his vet rest days.
Yeah. I think this is how do I want to say this? Prevention.
Yeah, it's a
preservation. Yeah. Preservation is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
This is that, practices at this time of the year really, don't matter.
Especially for someone like him, as good as he is, he knows his job. He doesn't have to read routes and anything like that. He's just like I said, number 1 or number 2 best tackle in the league. Keep him fresh for games for the season. He doesn't.
Yeah. This is directly strictly okay. There we go. I like this better. This is the I was trying to look for. I believe that was the last. Let me see. I believe that was the last one. Yeah, that was the last one. Jeff Wilson is expected. From what it sounded like to me is it was either going to be Elijah Mitchell or Jeff Wilson Jr. It sounded like it wasn't going to be both suited up. Maybe I read Shanahan wrong. Maybe I misunderstood. What he was saying, but I think that.
How you doing, King?
Well, we got a comment in here. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll
He's
pop
coming
up
in for Twitch
and everything right there.
Just saying hi from the Twitch.
Oh, what's up, brother? How you doing? Thank you for watching on Twitch. So, I think that 49er fan, of course, hence the term Niner Faithful Radio. Plus,
look at the gear, player.
I'm doing good, thank you. Exactly. I mean, sure, I'm wearing. Stay faithful, but I guess maybe we should do that while the walls break. I'm doing good. How about yourself? Oh, I'm doing good, thank you. Oh, we're always doing legendary. So I gotta do the Twitch thing too at the end of the show.
So the way you took it was that we're gonna get one or the other, not both.
Yeah, I feel that both aren't gonna be suited. I think what it is that ideally would like to give Jeff Wilson more practice time. That's what
I didn't get that, so I'm gonna have to rewatch it now. I'll scrutinize
it. So
it.
What it sounded like to me, this might have been a quote from KBR or something. It might not even been the press conference, but what it sounded like for me was that if Elijah Mitchell can't go, Jeff Wilson's going to go. They would like to give him more practice since he's only had 3 practices.
He knows the offense, though. I mean, it's not like it's terribly different.
So, I mean, awesome. Of course, we know Kittle Corn's going to be up.
You think he'll play full, Kittle? Because Warner has been playing his ass off. So, I mean, do we put in Kittle full time, or do we keep now? Do we have a rotation of tight ends that we go through now, just like our defensive linemen?
I think you ease him back. I mean, Charlie Warner played an amazing game last year and everything, and he played his role well.
Yeah.
I
So.
want to say I'm more of an Eagles fan.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, apologies.
Sorry, man. I just got to mess with you.
But to me, I say you ease him back.
Yeah.
I say that. I mean, of course. Okay, so I would ease him back. What I think that they're going to do is I think they're going to make him full go. because I think Kyle's just gonna say, "Hey, look, if you're out there, we need you to do whatever." Now, of course, score and situation dictate that.
Yeah.
So if it's a 3-score game, I don't
You're
anticipate it to be. I don't anticipate it to be. Oh, by the way, I will be there representing the 408 Empire and NFR in the gold mine. Stop by, say what's up to your boy. But I can't wait to see who energizes a foghorn. Yeah. I'm actually pretty excited about that. But what's up,
Victor?
What's up, Victor? How you doing, baby?
Good I don't know. Like, I kind of, with the way everybody's playing at tight end right now, especially with we know George has injury issues. No one wants to talk about it. But I wouldn't mind seeing at least a rotation, at least, and then say it gets down to the fourth quarter and we're driving to win, then you leave Kittle in long, for the most of the drive kind of thing. But for the most part, I say just run the three of them just like we do our defensive line. Just rotate them every play.
I ultimately think the best thing to do is you start a rotation in the first half, and then the second half is when you bring out Kittle. And you still
play the hot hand. Just play the hot hand at that point.
Fine. But George Kittle's going to be out there. He's going to do George Kittle things.
Yeah,
I have no question about that. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to take him off the field and he's simply just like, I'm not coming off.
Like, get off me.
Yeah. I mean, looking at, when Kittle's in that mode, you want to go and try to pull him off a football field? I personally don't. I'm not trying to move George Kittle against. You're talking about a man who lives by a quote that says the greatest feeling on earth is moving a man from point A to point B against
his will. I love that.
I was just like, I was explaining to my girl on the drive over here just why we have the Kittle Corn MVP of the week and why the man is a maniac and he's just the spirit animal of the team. Yeah. And I don't think she quite understood, but anyway, so awesome getting Kittle Corn back. This is where we need to make our push. I think these next two games, obviously, we're not going to make that, claim, and it's not over till it's over. Always remain faithful. But you know what? I mean, let's be realistic here. If we don't get at least one, but ideally 2 of these games, then how else are we going to climb into this division race? How else are we going to climb into the push? I mean, I haven't looked up at the official standings, honestly. Haven't wanted to, but why don't we do it?
We are like 8th. I think we're 1 game out of the playoffs right now is how it works. I think the last time I looked. But yeah, if we can split, or not necessarily split, but because just like we should beat Jacksonville. Jacksonville is arguably the worst team in the league.
Yeah.
So we should beat Jacksonville. And if we can just get one of these 2 games, especially against the Cardinals this week, because they may or may not be without Murray and Hopkins. If we can sneak that one, even if we lose to the Rams per se, because Rams are full steam right now. We're not. They're full go. Plus, they've got fucking Von Miller now. So
yeah,
if there's a game to take, it's going to be the Cardinals one. So
that would be my guess.
Yeah,
especially considering that you do have the game in LA, which me and the Boo Boo are trying to good that Kittle is back in business. It's legendary that Kittle is back in business. This was looking at the end of the season, considering so you lose Raheem week 1, you lose Jason Verrett week 1, injuries, inconsistent play, BA not doing whatever he needs to do, all the things. Now we're starting to get healthy. You would hope that we would be able to find some type of rhythm, things of that nature. I just say this is it, because if we don't win at least one, especially this one, I agree with you, Jason. So we're currently 9th.
Okay, I'm going to drop one more.
Yeah, so we're currently 9th. So what? There's 6 playoff. Is there 7?
7. So we're out by 2.
Yeah, but we're tied with the Vikings, so it must be some type of tiebreaker.
Probably scored more points or something, or the same opponents.
Whatever. So, I mean, we're in the hunt. The season's not over. Even if, we'll speak about next week. No, never put if we lose whatever into the atmosphere. But to me, it's we didn't take advantage. I actually saw a Chicago fan at work this weekend, and we started chopping it up a little bit. And I said, to me, the most disappointing thing about this season is not beating the Sheepcocks when we did, because that was probably the most vulnerable that they looked against us as long as I can remember. And the year that they're not making the playoffs.
One behind us right now?
No, they're not going to make the playoffs. But, okay, fine. Can we all admit it's a down year? Yeah. Can we all admit they're going to have a down year?
Well, yeah, they haven't had Wilson for 3 weeks, and then
he's still got a couple of weeks. I believe he's supposed to miss the next one with us as well.
Well, no, because the way it looks like now, and it looks like because they have the bye this week, and then they have the game against Green Bay. You know damn well he's coming back for the game against Green Bay, guaranteed.
Well,
but I mean that gives him 5 weeks of rest. And when they said it was going to be 6 to 8, Wilson's known to come back early from his injuries with his bubble. We'll see.
I think we have to win from now on. I'm hoping we win. Oh, of course, Victor. This is the one. This is the one, especially if we don't have Hopkins and everything like that. This is the one where you have to turn around the season.
Yeah, we got to get Steele out.
You have to. We have to turn around the season here. This is the turning point where you have to say, okay, hey, are we going to make a push? Fine, we don't get it done. Whatever. Are we going to make this push? To at least be a playoff team.
Yeah.
And, if we start dropping these games, not win at home, then yeah, that's an issue.
I'm not really worried about losing to the Rams right now because the Rams are going to come off. They're still going to probably be on that high from getting Von Miller. They're already playing really good right now. So you take that and you add Von Miller into that mixture. I can see us most teams, just because it's gonna pump up that team for a while to add something like Von Miller to that team until he gets hurt. That's Von Miller is basically D4. He's the one not this, but he gets hurt quite often. He's basically the Jimmy. Jesus, dude, we haven't done a show in so long. I don't know how to talk anymore. Jimmy G thing. Where when he plays, he's amazing, but he does get hurt quite often. So if we lose to the Rams, who are already a top 3 team, especially in the NFC, while they're riding all that, but then we get to beat them at the last game of the year to get in, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That lets us get people back, get healthy, get that momentum going.
If you told me we split against them, I think so. If we win this Sunday against, I think. Because that's what I'm looking at. If you told me, my bad, hold on, let me put up the right comment. If you told me that we split against the Yams, I'm not shocked. Truthfully.
Yeah,
I'd be happy.
Especially in the current condition our roster is in compared to theirs, because their roster is pretty damn put together besides running back.
Considering that, I of course knew that they were going to be better with Matthew Stafford,
Yeah.
I didn't think they'd be this much better. Now we'll see. Many times we've seen the Yams look like gangbusters in the regular season and then get one and done. So
imagine if we got Stafford.
They're legit. I would definitely say, look, if I had to put my money down, removing fandom, taking off the NFR beanie, and saying putting money down, my life savings down on the team I would put out of the division to make the Super Bowl, would be the Yams. Right now. Yeah. If I'm, removing the NFR beanie, of course. So this is the one. Because then if you look at it, we've got Jacksonville. We've got, I believe it's Jacksonville, then Minnesota. Hold on, I pulled it up right now. Ooh, this
Minnesota's a toss-up.
Yeah.
They're kind of in the same situation.
Jacksonville, Minnesota, the Seahawks, Cincinnati, Atlanta, Tennessee, Houston, and then LA. I mean, I would say that the schedule is pretty favorable. And fine if you said, okay, Vikings toss up. You said Vikings toss up. Jags, we should win.
Yeah.
Toss up on the Seahawks, Bengals, Falcons.
Bengals are playing good right now. Falcons are shit.
I mean, so it's starting to get to the point where you're starting to lose a little room for error. Because look, let's be realistic. We're not going, 9-0 the rest. Or sorry,
we have to win at least 6.
Yeah,
6
we're not winning. We're not winning 10 in a row the rest of the season. That's just not happening.
We have to go 6-4 or whatever. We need at least 6 wins to get to 9 to at least have a chance.
9. I would be comfortable at 10. If you put us at 10-7, I think we're getting in. And if we don't get in,
at 10, not to get in, that'd be rough because the middle of the pack is going to be rough.
Yeah, and see that's the problem is that what? So in the AFC, you've got so what for top 4 divisions? Wow, the Yams. That's a killer. That's a killer at the Cardinals and Yams both being at 7-1. Mm-hmm. I mean, one of those teams being a wild card. You only got 2. 5-2 is the Aints.
Well, it would just be like when it was us in Seattle in 2019, where they were 13-3, and we were 14-2, and they were the 6th seed. So I mean, the same kind of situation.
And this is the problem. There's a bunch of teams. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right in that middle pack,
5,
man.
6.
It's rough there.
Right there's 6 teams. They're around that 5-3 or 3-5, 4-4.
Yep.
3-4. That kind of right there, and that's going to be the big issues. We should win all the games, no matter what. Of course, that's what you're gonna try to do. But so what? I think 10. So that's 7-3. So if you're dropping this one, you're dropping the Yams game. That's putting a lot of pressure on you to only lose one game.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to have one team at least coming out of the division with the wild card. At least one. Arizona or LA are getting a wild card spot.
Yeah.
So you got 2. And then you're talking about most of these, we've got – the only good thing about it is out of our last 10, 3 are non-conference. But you're starting to lose.
I just spilled water all over my PC, so I'll be right back.
Yeah, do your thing. But so you're starting to. Matter of fact, you know what? I think this would be a perfect time for a commercial break on Twitch. Why don't we do that, and we'll be right back.
Thank you so much. Welcome, Matt. Hi, official.
Okay, never mind. I'm not going to do those. All right, y'all. Let me do this, and we'll be back. Stream manager. All right, Jason's back. So
I'm back, but I'm still cleaning up, so we can keep going. But like I said,
so let's run this 3-minute ad, and then we'll be back. Let me see. Twitch users, you'll just have to forgive us. I don't even know if it's running it. Six. Oh man, should try to. What about my shirts? We probably just lost everybody. Oh yeah, Kittle trade. That's lovely. God, why is this not working? Let's see. Sorry, y'all. Let's see. Why is it not never working?
Hello. Oh shit.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, close the
Why is it not letting me log into Twitch? Okay, wait, we're running a break apparently. I don't know. What's it doing?
That fucking sucked.
I'm confused.
Did you already run one?
Okay, hold on. I just refreshed. Let me see. Let me close Facebook.
Oh, don't, dude. Twitch just changed all their ad stuff. It's freaking stupid now. Twitch is screwing themselves in the butt.
All right, let me see. Info. You recently ran an ad and must wait to run another. Yeah. Okay, so apparently I guess we did. All right, my bad, y'all. We'll be more organized next week. Maybe we should have time marker or something for when we run one. So my bad. My bad, y'all. I'm starving. I haven't eaten all day. So basically, it's now or never. If we're not going to make this run, when are we going to do it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like you said, we got to get 6 wins. Okay, so where are the 6 wins? Because you're running out of tiebreaker options. If we're going to have this clusterfuck of teams, tiebreakers are going to matter. And so you're running out of divisional opponents and you're running out of conference opponents. And so I don't see how you could expect to get to 9 to 10 wins and somehow keep losing divisional and conference games. That's not making sense.
No. Like I said, if you give up one this week or next week, like I said, more likely it would have to be the Rams game.
Mm-hmm.
You give up 2, and you pretty much have taken away any sort of leeway, and you have to win out the rest of the games to even think about getting in.
I mean, I don't think. I mean, look, because if the playoffs aren't realistic, you have to start Trey Lance. Last week, I told my assistant manager, big Niner fan. We were talking this week, and I said, this week's the first week that I felt that you pointed to, except maybe the Green Bay game, where you pointed to, you said, this is why Jimmy Garoppolo's our starter. This is why.
He's a starter because they didn't trade for somebody else better.
There you go. Fine, ultimately. Okay, cool. Fine, yes. You can say ultimately. Would Kyle Shanahan's ideal plan be Jimmy Garoppolo? I think that's pretty clear that that's a no. Right? The end of offseason, going into the 2021 offseason, the ideal quarterback for Kyle Shanahan was not Jimmy Garoppolo.
No.
I don't care what anybody says. It wasn't Trey Lance. I think ultimately what it was.
Talking about for starting or developing?
Was starting. Look, okay, ultimately, developing.
Trey was never meant to start this year.
No, he wasn't.
But if we had traded for someone like, a couple years ago with Brady or Matthew Stafford or anybody else that's been named Rodgers, this and that, we wouldn't have Trey Lance. That's simple.
No. Yeah, I remember you, Josh, and I on our pre-draft show. The three of us saying that ultimately, for the betterment of the future of the franchise, we made the right decision, as in you draft a younger quarterback and develop.
Yep.
For the long-term future of the San Francisco 49ers, we made the best decision. For the 2021 season, no. The best decision would have been to go get Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Because Aaron Rodgers wasn't coming in here. Even if the Green Bay Packers were interested in trading Aaron Rodgers this year, he was not coming to the Niners. That wasn't happening.
I think they would have for the right price. It's just that price was stupid.
Yeah, we would have not paid that price. So,
excuse me.
And then, of course, you looked into, Andy Dalton and Trey Lance. Joe Flacco and Trey Lance.
I don't know about Joe Flacco.
Well,
that one would have been rough for me to accept if we went with Joe Flacco. That would have hurt.
That would have been a slap in the face. Fuck Joe Flacco. Like, honestly, I hope he chokes on a dick and dies. Anyway, so one time you have to have a fucking game of your life. Anyway, we're not going to go down that road. It was already painful on the ride home. I just happened to see a highlight of Frank Gore, and it's brought some flashbacks. Anyway, it's PTSD, y'all. So it's now or never. Ultimately, so I guess famous show saying, Jason, and we'll wrap up here pretty quick. Gun to your head. Final score.
Final score 28-17. And that's based off of Kyler and Hopkins not playing.
Okay. I'll say 30-20. I would see 17, but maybe they get a fluke field goal at the end of the game.
Maybe.
But I think that with Kyler not playing, I do under presumption that Kyler's not playing and Hopkins isn't playing. I think ultimately the Niners get it done because same way that teams got it done against us without Jimmy and Debo and et cetera last year.
You got to win the ones where people are out. That's not an excuse.
So, look, because if they win this game, I don't think we have a right to call ourselves a playoff contender. Just off the fact that teams that make the playoffs take advantage of opportunities like this.
Yeah.
That's what because realistically, in every game, there's going to be somebody missing. Just somebody. So good teams take advantage of this. Can't help who's on your schedule. So fine, if that means that, it's very clear that, playing the way that we're not going to beat Green Bay or whatever. But, we're going to have to get a lot of wins against the Jags and Cincy and Atlanta. And
Cincy's a damn good team. I think you're thinking of the old school Cincy. This ain't your This ain't your daddy's Cincinnati Bengals right now. They're putting up numbers.
Well, then, Lord help us. That one I'm really not worried about just off the basis that it's a non-divisional or conference game.
Yeah, conference.
So it's just we have to take advantage of this.
Yeah.
And so, to me, it's, do we have the right to still call ourselves a playoff contender or not? Fine. I mean, you do until you're not, but it's kind of like, I mean, are we all bullshitting ourselves?
If we lose 2 of these games, we would pretty much have to we would have to win out to even really be thinking about,
And at that point, I mean,
can you count on that?
When you get to that point, then you have to go to Trey.
Yeah.
Because it's fine. Okay, yeah, Jimmy bought himself. I love the Jimmy G meme that you shared this week because ain't that the truth?
Which one? I tend to share a lot of Jimmy's.
The circle of Jimmy G.
Oh, gets hurt, plays great, blah blah blah. Yeah. Because it's the truth.
Oh.
2 weeks ago, Jimmy was the worst quarterback in the league by damn near everybody's standards. That's not just us as fans of the Niners. That's pretty much everybody. Everybody was just crapping on him left and right. And now all of a sudden, everybody loves Jimmy because he had a good game against probably a bottom 5 team. I wish people would understand that. Yes, I'm glad we won. Pump the brakes. We beat the freaking Bears. It's just like, calm down.
See, and that's when everybody's like, we played great. We played great. I said, we played a great second half.
Yeah. They played like, when the first half, the Bears played like a team that wanted to win, and we played like a team that was supposed to win but didn't actually want to put the effort into playing. But the Bears fought. The
first half, did you see anything different that have not been the issues all year?
No.
I didn't see anything different.
No.
So, fine. Shanahan got on their ass. I mean, there were some positive things in the first half. Let's not get that mistaken.
No, I'm not going to say that, but like I said, they just didn't seem like there was
it was just a lot of the same. And then fine, we came alive and the deep ball. And okay, cool. Awesome. So it's the truth. Awesome. Nobody was happier that we won than me. You know what I'm saying? I'm ecstatic. I would love nothing more. You think I want to sit there when it might rain this weekend? So I heard. Think I want to sit there at the rain in the gold mine
with a loss?
Watching us lose? Not particularly. I mean, I'll do it because it's what we do. But at the end of the day, I don't want to.
Yeah.
So I think we get it done. And this is what it is now. And I think if you're hey, it ain't over till it's over. I think you could look at the Eli Manning led Giants. And when I say the Eli led Giants, I would say, look, they proved it's not how you start the season, it's how you end it.
Yeah, I know that.
And so if we could pull off what you and I have been talking about for nearly 40 minutes and get on a little hot streak, and let's say go 8-2 the rest of the year, 7-3.
Yeah.
Fine, you lose one against the Yams and then lose against Cincy and Tennessee. I wouldn't want to play us because probably the healthiest we're going to be all year.
Yeah.
So
you never want to play a hot team, especially one if it's rolled off. If you go like I said 8-2, 7-3 down the stretch, that team's hot and they are hitting on all cylinders.
Especially when you consider if we said that you go 8-2 and one of those is the Yams week, then that means what? How many in a row are we winning? type of situation, and so it can happen.
Yeah, I mean, you can always roll off a bunch of wins in a row, but
I mean, look,
you don't want to have to count on that.
I mean, even this stretch, just look out after the Yams game. Jacksonville, Minnesota, the Seahawks, Cincinnati, Atlanta. Okay, even that stretch, Atlanta, Tennessee, Houston. You can get 3. So I mean, it's possible, but I don't think it's the chances get slimmer. The chances get slimmer if we don't win Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Jason, I know you're exhausted. I got to eat dinner and set up some.
Before we go, we do need to hit one certain topic before we go.
Yes.
ODB, yes or no?
I'm okay. I'm good.
No,
I don't need it. Who's it? Okay, so let me ask you this. And anybody who wants to, I don't want to say argue, but discuss this in the comments or via social media or whatever, go ahead and at us. But who's he taking balls from? Are you trying to give Debo less balls? I'm not. I'm trying to give Brandon Ayuk more balls, not less.
Yeah, we're trying.
So I'm not trying to give OBJ more involved than Brandon Ayuk.
Ideally, you're looking at you would have to probably cut
Sanu,
yeah, or Trent Sherfield, but I don't think they're going to get rid of Sherfield, so Sanu would be the obvious choice.
And I mean,
and he hasn't played bad.
And Sanu's been. It's funny. My assistant manager and I were talking about that. Sanu has been perfect for the role that he is.
Yeah.
For what he's asked to be, and so I'd rather deal with. Kyle sticks with his guys, so Kyle's gonna rather stick with Mohamed Sanu, who he knows, who he can trust, and is less of a headache than dealing with OBJ. Who's not going to be, let's be real, it's not going to be happy with the role that is going to be available with him on his football team. Because he's going to be stealing balls from Kittle, Debo, or BA. Is he going to steal balls from any of those 3 players?
Unless Kyle has lost complete faith in Ayuk kind of thing, which I don't think he has yet. I think, Ayuk's probably getting on his last nerve at the current moment, but unless, like I said, behind the scenes, Kyle's like, I'm done with you kind of a thing.
Yeah.
He's like I said, he's going to be dropped down to 3rd, 4th. That's Odell complains when he's number 1, he gets balls thrown at him constantly.
So, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, okay.
Look.
I knew we had to talk about that with what.
Of course.
So.
2019, I was all for it.
Oh, yeah. 2019, 2018, when he was still.
Yeah, or 2018, excuse me, 2018.
Yeah, I would have taken him. Easy, not now.
Yeah, I was all for it. But we're talking about 4 seasons later.
Yeah, this is a completely different Odell.
It's like people trying to pull back to the 2016 Falcons. It's like, okay, come on, bro. Like, at some point, like,
Yeah, it's just
so.
He's a different player since he went to Cleveland. He's gotten hurt. He's been beat up. It's just unless it's a vet minimum and somebody else is hurt, I'm good.
Yeah. Now, it wouldn't be Bay Area of me not to I'm trying not to be a little emotional. With the announcement of Buster Posey's retirement yesterday, I just want to give Buster a big round of applause. I mean, he made us champions. I remember.
Sorry, you know me. I don't like baseball, so
yeah. So anyway.
I know who Buster is. Buster,
no,
that doesn't like baseball knows he's a pretty good damn player. So,
but Buster is a little emotional for me because he started off as a San Jose Giant.
Yeah.
He played at Municipal Stadium, and I'll never forget the day we traded Benji Molina. And as somebody who's been a Giants fan since knee high to the grasshopper, and he brought the only 3 championships the San Francisco Giants ever won. And Buster was a major part of all three of them. So I feel kind of old because it's just like, dude, like I remember Buster Posey's whole career. And so obviously we still got Brandon Crawford, but all these players of the 2010s, the 3 and 5 are starting to retire and leave, and I just kind of feel a little old. But congratulations on a great career, Buster. Love you. One last time. Hey, we want some pose. Oh, I love Buster. All right, y'all. Jason, any last words?
No, we'll be back to doing the halftime shows and all that kind of stuff here shortly. It's going to be hard for me to post just because with my new job, I'm on the road constantly. So that's going to be a little rough. So maybe we'll get a little bit more in the afternoon, but a lot of the breaking stuff was probably going to have to wait, but I'll still try and get it out. Like I said, I've just been way too tired this week.
Yeah.
I've had a too cushy job sitting on my ass in an office for too long, and they have been working me this week.
Yeah, I know. So, we are all trying to adjust to our new lives here at Niner Faithful Radio, but we try to do it. I will be live Tuesdays and Fridays from now on. Can't promise we'll always have Jason.
I'll try.
But we're trying.
Well, Fridays won't be so bad if it's this late because now I have weekends off.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it just depends.
Well, so, okay.
Come home and fall asleep.
I'll holler at you about it off air, bro. But anyway. Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, before we get out of here, let me make sure. I want to make sure this is correct. Let me see. I know I'm retarded. We'll go through the other ones. Get your officially licensed Niner gear by using our affiliate link. You save 10%, and it really does help out the show. That's one of our main sources of revenue. Okay, WooCommerce coupons. Okay. There we go. Go to cgiant.com, use the promo code NinerFaithfulRadio to save on all your theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out the show. Go to NinerFaithfulRadio.com/subscribe to see everywhere you can subscribe to the show. What the hell? Okay. And, of course, follow us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr at Niner Faithful Radio and Twitter at Niner Faithful R. Jason does a great job. And, of course, as promised, the special coupon code for this week for any of our hoodies, long sleeves, and men's and women's t-shirts is Bird Hunter. Thanks, everybody, for tuning into the show. We shall see y'all Tuesday. We'll see you Sunday for Niner Faithful Radio pregame. Jason will have the halftime show, and, of course, Brian will be coming with our postgame. We shall also see you then. Till then, faith, love, and happiness. Go Niners.
Steps up, throws.
Niner Media, we're doing excellent. You just caught the end of the show. We'll see y'all. See ya.